those
spot.
points.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
You just have to stay ready. I think that's kind of been my whole career is, you got to control what you can control, and that's about being a pro. And you can't always control when you can be out there, who you're going to be out there with, but you got to make it count. And so I did that tonight. But also shout out to my teammates to get me the ball when I was open. So it's a good team win.
Claude, Sophie, this was your first game back here in Connecticut before your MCL. Is that something you thought about?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I was saying my prayers the whole entire day. Let me tell you that. But no, I think that's the beauty in sport is, last year it can be kind of scary coming back and being at a place that takes you out for the season. But I don't think like that. I think every day is a new day, and I'm not kidding. I really did say my prayers. I was like, it's up to God now. So I just went out there and did my best.
Hey Sophie, when you came to this team, you brought a toughness, presence, aggressive presence.
Mhm.
It seemed like today you were bringing your aggressiveness, but at the same time you put the dagger with the shot. It seemed like Caitlin was more than aggressive.
Yeah.
If you could just speak about energy, the way you two fed off each other today, because it was pretty much the dagger once you took it on the court.
Good. I like that. I like playing with C. I like playing.
Thank God.
I think that C is an aggressor. I think AB is an aggressor. I think Kelsey's an aggressor. When you have 3 elite players like that who all can, dominate a game and take over a game, it's really just up to you. So when you get the ball, you can do what you do. But I think that you just have to have a feel for the game. Sometimes the energy is low, so you have to go out there and kind of be the aggressor and bring the energy up. But when they already have it, you just gotta, slide right in and don't let the game drop, holy stuff. Drop the energy. And so when I was out there, it's the best.
Another double-digit lead. You guys blew, but
we won.
Come back with a win. Exactly. Finish my thought. How do you, I guess, hold both the fact that you guys are still searching for that consistency within a game, but also the the pride that you were able to come out with another win? Go for it.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. I mean, our largest lead was 11. We still won the game by 10. So that's positive. I think at times, we let one mistake balloon into 2, and that's probably the area we need to grow in the most. Like, we don't want coach to have to call a timeout because one made shot turns into a turnover to an open layup, and then we have to use one. But I mean, we're resilient that's the positive side. We always find a way to respond. We executed out of the ATO, and then Sophie came in and kind of just let us home the rest of the way. And our defense was good down the stretch too, getting stops and forcing them into tough contested 2s and boxing out. But, this league is like teams are really good. And I said that pregame, like teams aren't just going to like go away and like they're not just going to fade away, but we can also do a better job of like keeping our lead and slowly building that. And, coach said in the locker room, like we had a lot of missed layups tonight. And those are the little ones that can kind of help us sustain our lead rather than making it so much more difficult on ourselves.
Yeah, that's kind of on that same vein. Next question. You mentioned you felt like there was a drop in intensity when you guys get those big leads. Did you feel that again tonight in the third quarter?
Not as much tonight. I think tonight it felt a little bit different. I felt like we had some of our missed shots affected us maybe a little bit on the defensive end of the floor. I don't know that there was necessarily a drop in intensity. I think it was, you go through those moments in a game, and I felt like we let our missed shots dictate our defense a little bit, and then we found it. Now it wasn't as long a stretch. So we're closing the gap there, which is important, recognizing it, staying positive, communicating with one another. I thought their huddles on the floor were really good, coming in and making sure that they're staying locked in and problem solving together. Positivity in the huddles, in timeout situations as well. And I just think that we're continuing to grow, and we're shortening the gap, and that's the most important thing.
Anything defensively that you weren't anticipating, or is that pretty much what you saw from them on film that we were expecting?
I would say it's pretty much what I expected. For the most part, like they're aggressive. I think their guards are really good defenders. They're long, they're athletic. Whether it's Rivers, whether it's the Con, like I expected those 2 to be on me most of the time. And then honestly, just from like film from last year, I like didn't really know who would red or like trap as much because that was Charles more. So last year it felt like Nelson Adoda was the one that was applying more pressure out of the ball screen. So anytime we would kind of could get anybody else in action was kind of our main goal. And Nelson Adoda is long and athletic, so sometimes it's hard to kind of get around her hip too. But nothing I didn't expect. And they're a good defensive team, and you know, Lacan's going to try to wear you out. She's going to pick up full. She's going to pick up 94 feet. So you saw AB bring the ball up a lot. Was trying to initiate a lot of our offense. I thought we could have probably taken care of the ball a little bit better, specifically me. And sometimes I felt like we were running our offense so high up at half court that we weren't really able to get an advantage right away. And but overall, I would say it's pretty similar to what I expected from the film.
Yeah, Caitlin, did you just get an explanation for that tech near the end of the game, or just what happened?
The technical, I didn't need an explanation. I deserved it, but it was worth it. The delay of game made no sense. It felt like Tyler wanted to assert himself into the game. That was ridiculous. So just not a point in the game he needed to call that. I went and got the ball, went off my foot off the scores table, and then he gave us a delay of game, which is a team technical foul. So you can ask Tyler. I don't agree with that.
Game, this has been a loaded question, but you guys last time here in Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
Connecticut's such a blue blood with women's basketball.
Yeah.
Where do you feel like Connecticut has for a professional team in the future?
Yeah, I mean, Steph can probably speak that to the best. Like she coached here for 2 years, so I mean, obviously this organization has great history and great tradition. You know, I don't get paid the money to make the decisions on where the teams are and where they go, and obviously they have a passionate fan base, and I'm sure their fans would love to have a team, and I'm sure it was a business decision, and you know, I think where the league is going, at times it's hard for teams like us to function in this type of environment, like just from a facility standpoint, a security standpoint, a hotel standpoint. But like I enjoy coming here. Like this was my first ever WNBA game. And she beat me.
And they got a Krispy Kreme.
And they have a Krispy Kreme. Other than that, there's not much on DoorDash. It's really and it's just difficult, but you know, I've had good experiences here, but like I said, I don't make those decisions, and I know this organization has a lot of history. But I guess I'll be excited to go to Houston. I know you can speak to it better than me.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this is an area that deserves a pro team. You know, you think about when the team moved here from Orlando, you know, the league was struggling, and they moved the team, and they have continued to have great fan support, great fan base. You know, I enjoyed my time here. Incredible people that work in this organization.
Good donuts. Too.
Good donuts. Yeah, good donuts. You know, and it's heartbreaking, you know, for the tribe, and it's heartbreaking for this area. But I do think that the New England area and the New England basketball fans deserve a team.
The cream.
You've been an elite player for a long time. I look back at U16, and you played with Aaliyah Boston,
Yeah.
Diamond Miller,
Mhm.
all those great players. Can you just reflect on, you know, how you got from U16?
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. Like there's just so many players from, you know, my class or class above me or class below me that have been able to make it to the league or have had really successful careers. And obviously AB is my teammate now, but Diamond was on the team when I played in my first USA basketball. So it's been fun to kind of follow her journey. And then obviously I played her a lot when she was at Maryland and I was at Iowa. And she's always been a very, very talented player, but it's cool to just see how everybody's game develops, and you know, everybody gets to kind of live out their dream in a different way and on a different team. But definitely super cool to see how that unfolds.
I think I wanted to address other from which is kind of to me listening. But it seemed like maybe there might have been a situation on the sideline at one point between you two. And it's funny because even after that fact, you're the leading scorer on the team. So, and then there's
Today? Today?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, okay.
She put the dagger, but you let.
But what sideline interaction? I'm confused.
What I'm thinking is that there's reports that it's like the team, there's a division of the team.
Oh no,
But
we're
clearly when you see on the court and
we're on a 3-game winning streak. We're doing good.
it's for from that.
Damn
I
right.
mean, if y'all want to address it, I mean, clearly the stats and say tell it all, but
Yeah, I think our
if you
play.
guys want to address it, please do it.
I don't know if there are reports as much as.
I think it's speculation.
I think speculation.
Opinions. I don't know about reports.
I think you're talking about, I don't think you're talking about journalism. And so if we're gonna continue to create news from fans on social media or bots on social media or whatever it may be, then that's a problem, right? I think legitimate news sources need to report legitimate news.
Ooh, I like that.
Facts, yeah.
Period. That's all we got.